Hey y'all. Oh, shit. Hey y'all, Alice here, and if you guys did not already know, I am a huge fan of Marvel, and even bigger fan of Loki. I mean, I've already cosplayed as Loki, so hi Tom, hi, love you. So needless to say, when I heard the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie was coming out, I was losing my mind. Literally losing my mind, you guys. So now, since I've seen the movie twice, I have all these crazy thoughts in my brain and I have to spill the bucket to someone. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to fangirl to all of you guys watching right now. Now, we've seen all the crazy ass marketing they have done for this movie, and I'm telling you, I have never seen any type of strategic marketing like this movie, y'all. It's been crazy. I've been seeing it all over TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, just everywhere. I've been seeing so much of them putting their heart and soul into this movie and marketing this movie so well, and it's crazy. They all the way to the infamous popcorn bucket, crazy. Of course, that's a spoof off of the whole Dune bucket, because we all know why. We all know why. Old Spice commercials, I saw them doing Spotify commercials. What? That's insane. Never seen anyone do that.
The soundtrack for Deadpool and Wolverine is a real banger, am I right?
I've seen them do Heineken commercials for, the beer and stuff like that. They were doing these crazy collaborations with all these awesome companies. And the way that they pulled all of it off was so humorous and was so entertaining. So before I do a quick deep dive into this movie, spoiler alert, I repeat, spoiler alert. If you have not seen this movie, scroll away. But again, the movie has been out for like 2 weeks now, but I'm gonna pay respects. If you haven't watched it yet, please do yourself a favor and go watch another video. Now, with that being said, let's get started. First off, let me just say the humor in this movie is absolutely crazy, and it has so much brain rot, so much whiplash of humor. Will have you crying, laughing. You will be holding your stomach the entire time. You will be wiping the tears from your face because you feel like you're crying, laughing so hard throughout the entire film. This is the moment that we have all been waiting for. We have been speculating, are they really gonna do this? Are we really gonna have a Deadpool and Wolverine together in the same film? And when I say I was freaking out when they finally did it, they finally actually did it. We have been waiting for so long for this. They bring their entire A game and they play off of their strengths and weaknesses throughout the entire film, and it's just so funny how they joke around. It's just overall funny, and it's just such, again, a treat to watch. I won't go too much into detail, but it does involve parts of the Loki show. Again, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. The movie is basically revolved around Loki and also our lovely fourth wall breaker, Deadpool, and just a bunch of crazy ass fan service that literally blew my mind. Basically, that was the theme of the movie, was just fan service, just plastered all over the place. Just fan service, fan service, fan service, hidden secrets, hidden surprises, nostalgia, cameos on top of cameos. It was absolutely crazy. We got characters from the first X-Men film, the second X-Men film. We got a Toad, we got Pyro, we got Sabretooth. And not only that, we got to actually see Wolverine fight off Sabretooth in their old man form. Oh my god, that was absolutely insane. And not to mention, we got a freaking Human Torch, which was Chris Evans. And I totally forgot that this is a 20th Century Fox film, or it was, right? Because I mean, now we're back at Disney now, baby. We're back at Disney. The Human Torch, what the hell, dude? That blew my mind. At first I was like, oh, maybe this is Captain America. No, it's not Captain America. It's Human Torch. Human Torch. Fantastic Four. I totally forgot about that movie. You guys, the most ultimate of ultimate cameos. We're talking about, we got Elektra. She was mid, but we all know that, right? I'm just kidding. We got our Wesley Snipes Blade. And when Blade came out, I was like this, literally fell out of my chair, you guys. Fell out of my chair. Okay, I have to fix my hair. Okay. I already made a reel about that whole like segment on vampires, and I included Blade with Castlevania's Alucard. And of course, you know, Alucard's cool, but let's not talk about that. That's something different. I'm telling you, when I saw him come out, I was actually crying. I was crying. That's how much I love that character. And not only that, what he was wearing, I feel like from the other films, from the first 3 films that he did, and of course he is the Marvel Jesus, let's not forget that. Blade is the Marvel Jesus because Blade was one of the first Marvel movies to even exist back in 1998, and I actually went to the theaters to go watch that. Oh my god, wonderful movie. Besides that, his attire in this movie was, I believe, more comic book accurate. Not saying that the very first 3 wasn't, but it was just something about this one. He looked like he was just picked him up straight out of the comic books, and it was just such a treat to see him back because Ryan, if you guys previously remember, he played in Blade 3 as Hannibal King alongside Wesley Snipes' Blade, Daywalker.
Point, you might want to consider sitting down with somebody, you know, have a little share time.
Literally made me crying. I had to put napkins on my face because I was crying so much. Last but not least, the biggest reveal cameo in this movie was Gambit. Oh my god, we got Gambit. We got Channing Tatum's Gambit, and I don't care, y'all can say that it was horrible, it was it wasn't for me, why did they do this? Well, let me tell you, the more I look at the images now, since the movie's been out for a while, Channing actually looks like him. He looks like Gambit, in my opinion. The costume was correct, just everything, the feel. Now, the only thing, my only critic about Gambit, I kind of wish they did more effects with his eyes because his eyes are actually black in the magenta iris color that he typically has in the comic books. Down to his costume, down to the hair, down to everything, his boots. Oh my god, his jacket. Let's not forget the jacket. Down to his cards, down to the movements. I absolutely was thrilled and I was freaking out, and I could not believe that they actually did it because they previously said that they were going to make a Gambit movie, but they didn't. Of course, I was disappointed. I would love to seen it, but just to get a glimpse of what he could have possibly looked like for an actual film was just mind-blowing. And I really hope that they take this into consideration and actually make a film about Gambit. It would be really cool. Oh, and before I forget, another returning character that came back was X-23 from Logan. Oh my god, it was so cool to see her again. She's grown up, she is beautiful. Not to mention the dialogue between her and Logan hasn't changed since the movie Logan. So it was really cool to see those two banter off with each other once again since the Logan film, and now that she's older, she still sees Wolverine, as Logan. Nothing has really changed as far as his attitude goes because she still sees him as that. She has grown up so much ever since that film. She was a kid when she filmed it, so now she's like an adult now, which also brings me to this whole emotional depth that we get in this film that we haven't seen before with these two characters, with Deadpool and Wolverine. We all know that Deadpool is the funny guy and he always says things that are funny and humorous and joking around. And we also see Wolverine, who's always serious, doesn't really like to say much, doesn't like people at all. He doesn't want people around him. He loves being alone. He's a bit of a loner. So, which brings me to the emotional depth that we get within this film. It presents such vulnerability and heartache with both Deadpool and Wolverine. And I believe that the writers did a fantastic job serving this to us on a plate. And by the end of the film, you feel more connected to Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine is a must-see for any Marvel fan, and I guarantee you that you will be entertained throughout the entire film from start to finish, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about it. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.